Yo, right here. Right here in the small box. All right, so we got the villain in front of us. Let's not waste no more time. The game backs down from Kendrick after TDE Top Dog steps in. Ain't it crazy? All that yapping, all that chirping, all that barking. All of a sudden, Top Dog coming like, hey, so what are we talking about again? He's like, oh, shit, none. I wasn't talking about anything, bro. I promise you. Whatever you saw, that wasn't me. That was somebody else. All right, like, comment, share, subscribe. You know the vibe. You tapped in with your favorite Canadian reaction channel and network. Let's get started, bro. What's good, fam? I see you.
The game has officially waved the white flag against TDE and Kendrick Lamar. It looks like at this point, he has decided to stand down and not rap against Kendrick Lamar or not get in the studio and throw shade to them. And this is because of all the back and forth that he's had with TDE members, all the things that he's been saying, all the things that TDE has been saying. And now it looks like they've came to a standstill where the game has decided not to push any further. And you thought that he was going to do something because of the things that he was saying on the internet, when he was commenting under posts, saying that he was going to reveal every clown at the circus. At that point, a lot of people thought that the game had changed its stance from what he was talking about with Stat Quo, because the tone was very different. When he was with Stat Quo, he was relaying a different message, saying that he didn't want no beef, he didn't want no problems. But then on the comments, he was saying otherwise, wanting to reveal clowns and show off the circus to the public and show what they really are and all this other stuff, only just for him to back down at the end after speaking to Top Dog. But a lot of people thought that something was going to happen because a lot of people were claiming G Magic, the game security guard, was claiming that the game was in the studio getting...
This security guard a dummy too. Everybody trying to catch a viral moment. Ray Daniels, Dame Dash, y'all trying to catch viral moments. This is what happens when you try to force it. You make yourselves look stupid. I don't understand why y'all want to do this. Now look at you. You look soft to a lot of people right now. Do you realize that? All that chirping. You out there on the power line looking like a whole crow. Now you quiet. Okay. All right.
Ready to make a diss track either to Kendrick or TDE members. And what's fair to say is that the TDE camp wasn't letting up on the game, specifically Keem and MacWap. They were constantly going at the game. It got to the point where the game had to be vocal and say that he didn't like what they were saying about him. And now TDE, I'm assuming Top Dog, had gone on the phone with the game and spoke to him. And now we're at this point where he wants to wave the white flag. There's now a peace treaty of some sort. MacWap got a call, I believe, from Top Dog, where he says the higher ups, and they said just to leave it alone. Don't push it any further. I think they found a resolvement, and MacWap got the call for that.
I got a call last night from my big dog because he got a call. You know, niggas, they want me to stall. You know, so for now, I gotta. You know, I don't wanna. Even though I don't wanna, I gotta.
Told him to stand down. Told him to chill. We already had a conversation. And we don't want to push this any further. And a lot of people on the live last night with Jason were saying the same thing. Drake would want two West Coast artists to beef with each other. Two people that are affiliated.
Yeah, no, that's the idea. The last thing you want is to show y'all ass right now, bro. All this bird talking, chirping, squealing, whatever y'all want to call it. Like, that's not the time right now. Y'all got to stay like, you know? You gotta be like locked in. Everybody gotta be sturdy with it. Don't be soft. Don't be easy to tumble over and all that, because that's foolish. Because the last thing y'all need in the West right now, knowing that, you know, Kendrick and PG Lang up to something, the last thing you want is for the backyard to be loud as shit, getting noise complaints from Canada. You know what I'm saying? You got Drake over there in his little mansion talking about, man, look at these West Coast dudes, man. Like, see, that never happens in Toronto. Like, Toronto's perfectly fine. Like, Toronto's like all fine and dandy. Like, we got a little gang violence, but you know, it comes with the territory. You know, that's Drake. That's Drake in his little mansion on Bridle Path. Okay, that's cool. But the West Coast, now, y'all got to set the example. That's the key. The key to the success is setting the example. None of that infighting. I got to cut that out. Because trust me, when y'all unified, mind, body, and spirit, etc., ain't nobody can top you over like that. You know? So, I get it.
Not only with the West Coast, not only
Killing
with
him.
Compton, but with the affiliates that they're tied to. When we talk about Dr. Dre and all of these other great artists, we talk about Kendrick and the Game beefing. That's what Drake would have wanted. He would have wanted two West Coast artists to go at each other, manipulate the situation, just like he did with Too Hard for the Radio, just like he tried to do with Lefty Gunplay.
Gotta let up on, you know what I mean? Yeah, I got a call, homie. BT.
B-Team is crazy, bro. B-Team is a wild thing for him to say. B-Team tap in. B-Team told him to stand down. Chill, bro. There's a peace treaty.
So I'm booling right now, you feel me? Folks calling in, you know what I mean? Doing what I can't say too much.
Red alert, red alert.
So it is what it is. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Niggas calling in, white flagged up, all that. So I'm like, for sure, blood, I'm bull too. You still a go? I'm bull too. So I gotta be quiet.
White flagged up. They are saying that he threw in the white flag, bro. Have mercy on my soul, please. Please. Tell Keem to chill. Please, I don't want no smoke.
Brother, I was drinking water, but yo, I can just imagine because, you know, with Aubrey, he's going to take advantage of situations like this to try to stir up some shit. You know what I'm saying? So I would not even be surprised if, like, anything like that really happens. So be prepared for some bars like that, because the man's going to sit there and say, oh, my pen is not dry. No, your pen is dry. All right, whatever hotel pen that you got writing with is dry, okay? Let's keep it tall. Your ghostwriters, them bed sheets, you know what? For now on, this is what we're going to do with Aubrey. This is what we're going to do. We're not calling his ghostwriters no more. We're calling them bed sheets. All right? Them bed sheets, them pens can write. Okay? Shout out to the bed sheets. Okay? Yo, shout out to the bed sheets. Y'all smoking them tracks. I ain't gonna lie to you. Whatever y'all did on Iceman, yo, shout out to the bed sheets, bro. God damn, that's crazy.
Oh, blood? That's crazy, bro.
Talk to my higher up. The higher up told me to shut it up now, man. So I gotta be bull. Nope.
Now I think that this might be Top Dawg calling in. I think the higher ups could be Top Dawg at this point. I would say Punch, but I think Top Dawg is the one that is making all of these moves. And it's crazy that Top Dawg, you get Top on the phone, things start moving. Things start happening. You see it happen in real time. The only person that I think that MacWop is willing to listen to is Top Dawg, especially with something like this, because MacWop could go a whole entire month talking about the game and his antics and doing all of this stuff and have fun doing it. But, you know, he got that red alert, B-Team tap in, man down, chill, calm down. Actually, because we've already discussed the peace. We have already made a treaty. We don't want anything to go any further. And this is exactly what everybody has been talking about. A lot of people had comments about this beef. Somebody like me has been saying that I don't even think Kendrick Lamar would.
Bro, can y'all believe how long ago this shit started? Can we just sit there and think about that? How many months has passed? All that buildup to the point where, oh yeah, I'm in the studio with Drake. Yeah, nah, we really about to get into it right now, bro. We about to diss everybody. And then look at it. White flag, back down. Bruh. Likes, views, attention. He just want a little love and affection. That's it. He just want to feel appreciated for every now and then, you know, for his existence. But that's it. That's it. That's why I'm fed up. Bro, that's why I don't, like, literally, this is the second video from the whole time this man was speaking recently. Everybody got videos on videos on videos. I got two. This is the second one. That's it. I don't want to talk about dude, bro. Top is no joke. Oh, facts. Oh, listen. Yo, don't play with Top Dawg. Hey, shout out Top Dawg. You might not remember me, but I have the video footage of you hailing me up at Complex Con. Make sure y'all check out that live. Complex Con 2025 Las Vegas. It's an hour long. You gonna see it. All right, you gonna see it. A lot of people on this channel witnessed it live. Okay, they saw the red TDE hat. Got that, you know what I'm saying? Got that, you know? And I came in like, yeah.
Respond to him. But at the same time, there has been a lot of people that have been saying that they don't want these two West Coast artists going at each other because that's something that Drake would want. And I could see Drake manipulating the situation, see him manipulate the game, try to act like he's on his side, only for him to betray the West Coast and go against the people that have been with him since this whole entire time on that coast itself. Now, obviously, all the stories that have been happening this past week, the game finding out that Kendrick cut him off and all these other stuff had made everything more upsetting, had made the game more upset. But at the end of the day, if you're really deciding to beef with somebody, say something about them in a rap, do something like that to that extent, you are pushing the line and you are making it more known that you don't like this person and now you have a problem with them. And I think that they're trying to stop all of this before it gets to that point. And MacWap and Keem are members of TDE. They're the ones that are going to be most vocal. I'm sure there is things that the game had did that showed signs of jealousy, that showed some type of strange behavior that they've been aware of all of these years and just now started to call it out. But if Top Dawg is telling MacWap to calm down or just to stand down and chill out because the game doesn't want any problems anymore, I think the game didn't want problems to begin with. I don't think he ever wanted to rap battle Kendrick Lamar. He's been caught on multiple videos in the past saying not to mess with Kendrick. So the fact that he's the one trying to provoke something is pretty crazy to believe because he's been the one to advocate for that, saying never to mess with Kendrick Lamar. He was the one to say that in multiple videos in the past. The only thing that I will say is that I worry that the game is going to flip-flop. Remember, Stat Quo, when he spoke to him, he said one thing. He said that he had no beef, that he had no problem, and then went to the internet and started acting totally different with a whole other opinion. So I'm hoping that this is just not one of those things where he decides to flip-flop on the situation all over again. He's just changing his mood from happy to upset. I'm hoping that it's not one of those scenarios again. I know there was some type of incentive or some type of stipulation for this peace treaty. I guess it's a peace treaty at this point. If the game is waving the white flag, I think it was because he didn't want MacWap or Keem or anybody else from TDE talking about him because he was vocal about that. He said that he didn't like how MacWap was getting at him. And I would understand if MacWap got the call.
Stop moving foolishly. That's it. Stop moving the way you were moving. None of this would be happening if you just knew how to move better. That's what I'm saying. Like, anytime you see me make videos on dudes like this, like, I be calling out, like, the way y'all move. Like, why would you want to do that? Look what you're doing to yourself. Look what you're doing to your name. You see what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people just, like, they look at you, they're like, bro, you just unk. Like, that, you just unk for real, bro. That's crazy. That's so strange. I ain't gonna lie to you, like, you did this to yourself. Now look what you did to yourself. Back down? Really? White flag? Really? Man, come on.
It was to tell him to chill out because they're already making peace with each other and he doesn't want him to make it worse, which is crazy for MacWap to get this call on live. But I think it's a good thing for the game just to leave it all alone. I don't think that he would have won a battle with Kendrick Lamar. I don't think that Kendrick would have responded to him in the first place. Nope. But I do know that the things that MacWap has been saying was making things a little bit more tense than it already was. But if Top Dawg makes a play and if Top Dawg is trying to call the game and trying to calm him down, trying to calm MacWap down, it's because they see what some people may have saw and probably assume that the best thing for the West is not to get two artists from the West involved with each other and go at each other. I think it's best if we're at peace with each other than going against one another at the end of the day, right? But the one thing that I want to know now is, what is Punch going to say on the Third Verse podcast? What is he going to speak about with Stat Quo and Justin Hunt? Because when he gets on their podcast, apparently Punch is going to make a guest appearance on that show. Is he going to clarify some things? Is he going to speak about the game and try to make people understand that this was a misunderstanding? Is it a miscommunication like everybody has been saying? Y'all tell me. I'm going to find out when I watch that episode. But y'all get back to me in the comment section. Make sure y'all like the video, hype the video, subscribe, and all that stuff, bro. I appreciate everybody rocking with the channel. If you missed the last live with Jason, it's on the link in the description.
Yep. Shout out to the film, man. That's the guy right there. You know what I'm saying? That's the new school DJ academics. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, look, what Miss Lachelle said, his jealousy is destroying his career. Absolutely. Absolutely. But like, bruh, he's still doing it to himself. Bruh, from day one, you assumed that you knew you knew what you were doing, sorry. But in reality, you were moving so poorly. So poorly. And you wonder why you have so many enemies. Like, once upon a time, people be looking at 50 Cent like, man, what did you do to the game? I'm sitting there, I'm like, what did the game do to Fifth? The hell, what? Nah. Bro, look at him today. You think that, where did this come from? You think this came from nowhere? He probably been doing this. I'm not with it, bro. I'm not with it. I hope this is the last time. White flag, that's it. I don't want to hear none of this no more. And I don't want to hear you defending nobody either. I don't want to hear nothing from, nah, you're done, bro. Make music. Just stick to making the music like all the other legends. Don't try to step into the negative social media space to try and make a name for yourself as if that's going to work for you or any other individual out there, bro. That fake fame that y'all are trying to strive for is not real, bro. Y'all are fraud. Like, it's fraudulent. Y'all making yourselves look like frauds. Now look at you. Fraud. Yeah, nah, this is embarrassing for real, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. White flag, huh? White flag. Backing down type shit. Hey, that's the legacy that you want to leave on planet Earth. Hey, you know what? Who am I to say something? Continue to destroy your own legacy. That's what you want to do. That's your prerogative. Who am I, right? Who am I? I'm just a dude on YouTube talking. You know what I'm saying? Do what you gotta do. Keep going with it. You know what I'm saying? Go try this somebody else. Let's see what happens.